Let me go, Valerie! Joseph! Oh, Mr. Dumpling, now what do I do?
Thank you, dear.
Mr. Dumpling!
You want something?
How is it possible?
Don't get too excited. I'm only a memory.
Oh, well, where have you been, Daddy? Where have you been?
Where I've been, Mrs. Dumpling, where I've been.
Well, where have you been?
I'm afraid, Mrs. Dumpling, for not being there, you can never understand.
Don't be like that, Daddy.
It's out of my hands.
In whose hands is it?
That's what's impossible to explain.
Do your best.
It was a life and death struggle. Both sides were heavily armed.
This sounds familiar.
Yes, my dear, I'm afraid what I saw there you'll just never know.
But I understand completely.
Do you?
Oh, of course. A quite similar thing once happened to me.
Similarly?
What? You simply experienced an inexplicable it. I should have guessed it.
And it?
Yes, it happens all the time, and you're right. So right, it's clean out of our hands.
What is?
Our it?
Our it?
Certainly. My it, your it, or it.
I see.
Of course, your it and my it might be two completely different things.
Different?
Two completely different its.
Is that bad?
Oh, yes. Because we could never explain it. For it was out of our hands.
That's terrible.
It's frightening is what it is, Mr. Dumpling. And I'd like to know just what you plan to do about it.
You want me to do something?
Yes, Mr. Dumpling, do something. Do something.
Oh, Mom! A fine piece of remembering there, Mrs. D.
Was that Joseph and Valerie?
I believe it was, Daddy. How's things, Daddy?
What plans, sir?
Yes, Mr. Dumpling, that certainly was.
I thought so. We shall plot an intercept course for when next they pass.
Yes, Mr. Dumpling.
Joseph! Mummy remembered Daddy back, and he and Mummy have plotted an intercept course for when next we pass.
I figured that one, that's all right.
Any suggestions?
I was going to ask you that very same thing.
I know! We could scream, fire, fire, and run around out there all in a tizzy, and then they'll run off and fetch the fire brigade.
Is that likely?
Well, we'd have to practice, because it would have to be real, Joseph. Really, really real.
So they believe it.
Exactly.
I'm with you.
Good. Okay. So I'll go eek, 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 and hop up and down like a rocket.
That's a good start.
No. Then you say, very calmly, like, this is a fire warning, no one panic, as you exit in an orderly fashion.
I can do that.
Then they'll say, probably that stupid Daddy Dumpling,
I better alarm the fire brigade if this could constitute a legitimate emergency.
I'd never say such a thing.
Certainly not, dear.
and he'll go meandering off and probably end up in a broom closet and we'll never hear from him again.
We don't want that, do we?
No. So, Joseph, you will need to cut back on your fire warning so as not to alarm them on duty.
But it has to be real.
Of course.
I think I have it.
Good.
Are they still waiting?
Let me have a look. Yes, they are wilting a bit, but the intercept course is still a goer.
I am not wilting.
It's a pretty sight, dear. But you'd better get on with it, Missy. I can't keep on remembering forever. And besides, I'm beginning to get a stitch.
All right, Mummy. Yee! There's a very big fire. There's a fire. And I'm hopping up and down like a maraca.
Go, Daddy.
Get off me, you genetic predisposition.
Hurry.
Let me go.
What happened? You have us dead to rights, missus.
We give up already. We give up.
You can let go now, dear.
Game, set, and match.
We know.
Excellent strategy, sir.
Yes, Joseph, no one can cross an instep course like Mr. Dumpling.
No, missus.
And he tackles like 2-ton Tony.
Goodbye.
No one can possibly compare.
He's a thing beyond compare, all right. Goodbye.
That was a happy memory, Mummy.
There's a smile locked on my face.
Such a happy, happy memory.
Goodbye. 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 Goodbye.